Hey Pacers, this week's mobility challenge is going to focus a little bit more on the spine. I've got 4 exercises for you this week. Remember, in order to earn your check mark this week, you need to do your best, go out there and try to adapt, try the Wednesday workout, the Sunday workout, and you need to do your mobility every single day, 7 days a week. We're going to start off with, it's called a little prayer lat stretch. So I have my trusty chair and I have my little kneeling pad here. Well, you don't need the pad. I'm going to make sure that there's some distance from me in the chair. I'm going to put my elbows up on the chair. I'm going to put my palms together. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit my glutes back. And you'll see that I'm going to drop and try to get a stretch and an opening in through this lat here. And we're going to just start off by holding this for 30 seconds, roughly 30 seconds. So I'm just sitting back. A bit of pressure in through pushing down through my elbows. I can kind of play a little bit with my hand positioning if I want to work on that stretch, sinking down in through the lats. You can even try to sort of pull those hands apart a little bit, see how that feels. And if not, just sit and settle into it for 30 seconds. Taking some nice deep breaths. Okay, so I don't have my watch on. I wasn't watching the time, but you guys can time yourself for 30 seconds. I'm just gonna move my chair out of the way now. And the next exercise that I'm gonna go into is a cat camel. You can use the pad if you want to, and if not, I'll just make sure that I'm in the screen. So we're gonna do 10 of these. So we're just gonna go through little cat, a little camel and a little cat. And that would be 1. This would be 2. My knees are stacked under my hips. My hands are stacked underneath my shoulders. I'm lifting up my chin. I'm looking up to the ceiling. And then I'm rounding through the back. Don't rush this, you guys. You want to hold each one at the top or the bottom for a few seconds. You're going to go through this routine minimum once to earn your check mark, and up to 3 times. I lost count, but I think that's close to 10, 5 of each. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into child's pose reach backs. So most of you from yoga know what child's pose is. So my feet in the back, they're touching here. And this would be a nice comfortable child's pose position. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little reach back to this. So I'm going to take my one hand behind my head and I'm going to bring my elbow to one elbow. And then I'm going to reach back and rotate and open up to the ceiling and hold that for a couple seconds for 1, 2, 3. And I'm trying to keep my butt on my heels. 4. I feel really, really restricted in this. I need to do some more work on this. It'll get better the more you do it. We're going to do 6 on each side. And then you're going to switch, other hand, elbow, rotate and twist and hold for 2. Elbow to elbow, rotate for 2. That's 3, 4. Some of you might even get a stretch in through your adductors as you rotate if you're really tight. In through there. Okay, so there's 6. So that's your child's pose reach backs. The fourth and the final exercise, or mobility exercise that I'm going to have you do, bear with me, create a little bit of room here. I'm just going to rotate my camera to this wall. I'm going to use my trusty knee pad for this one. You want to try to have your hip as close to the wall here as you can. And you're going to start with squaring your hips out. So again, watching you're not lifting up and down, but your hips are square. And I am going to bring the back of my palm all the way up. When I get to midline here or center, I'm going to rotate my hand. My palm is now on the wall. I'm going to reach around and swing it through for 1. Palm out, palm wall side, 2. 3. 4. 5. Nice opening in through the chest, the back. I'll switch sides. Palm up. You're also going to get a nice opening in through that hip flexor as well here. 2. I'm trying to keep my shoulders square. 3. 4. 5. And 6. So like I mentioned, you guys, there's 4 exercises there, some thoracic spine, chest opening, some nice work for the back. Again, keeping that chest nice and open frees us up for our running form. Don't forget to go back to Tara McCann's first video, how she talks about examples on how you can fit things in to your routine, and know that all of these little things, all these little changes that you're making and committing to some of these mobility exercises and challenges are only going to enhance your running and your training this year. So keep up the good work, give it 7 days. Let's see what kind of changes you notice by Sunday.